students, educators, and our fellow lifelong learners. So I want to begin with a simple question. Have you ever felt truly seen and respected, not just for what you do, but for who you are? That feeling, that deep sense of being valued is what we call human dignity. And today, I encourage you all to reflect with me on what it truly means to uphold human dignity in our schools, our communities, and within ourselves. So what exactly is human dignity? At its core, human dignity means that every person has value and worth simply because they are human, regardless of their age, their background, their status, their religion, or even their abilities. Every one of us deserves to be treated with respect. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights begins with this truth. All human beings are born free and equal to dignity and rights. But this doesn't just a line in a document. It's a principle we live by. In the classroom, upholding human dignity means making sure everyone feels safe, protected, and included. For students, it's choosing to be kind instead of cruel. It's standing up for someone who's being left out. And most importantly, it's listening to others even when they are different from us. For educators, it's treating each learner with care and fairness. It's recognizing that behind every student is a unique story, a beating heart, and an untapped potential. When we give voices to students, when we honor their efforts, we are upholding their dignity. So let me share a short story. There was once a shy student who used to sit at the back of the class, rarely spoke, and struggled to keep up. But instead of punishing and ignoring him, the teacher made small efforts, encouraging words, patient listening, and even quiet supports. And that student slowly began to grow in confidence and eventually becoming a leader in class. All it took was one person who saw his worth. And that's the power of dignity. It doesn't need grand gestures, just consistent cares. And that doesn't stop inside the classroom. When we uphold dignity, we also help build a more peaceful society. When we see others as human first, not as enemies, not as strangers or problems, we create a space for dialogue, not divisions. We create bridges, not walls.
And this doesn't stop inside the classroom. So when we uphold dignity, we also help build a more peaceful society. So when we see others as human first, not as enemies, problems, or strangers, we create space for dialogue, not division. We build bridges, not walls. So upholding human dignity means promoting nonviolence, tolerance, understanding. So it's a step forward peace. So not just the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice and compassion. So how can we live this out every day? So for students, speak kindly, include those who are often left out, listen before you judge, and then for teachers and school leaders, create spaces where everyone feels safe to be themselves, celebrate differences, lead with empathy. So because every small act, every moment of patience, respect, and care becomes a seed of peace. As I close, remember this. So peace doesn't start in governments or grand speeches. So it starts in how we treat the person next to us. It starts with dignity. So thank you, and may each of us become builders of a more respectful, just, and peaceful world.